All right, welcome back, beautiful people. In this episode, we'll take a look at what is called Jumbotron. All right, what is Jumbotron and why do we need it in the first place? I think without no further ado, let me just show you the practical overview of what it means so that we'll all be on the same page. All right, okay, right now I'm already on my Sublime Text and I just have to delete some couple of stuff that I've been working on before. Yeah, I think I have to delete every single code here, and I'm going to leave the container behind. Okay, you can see I'm leaving the container behind. I'm going to actually delete all this style as well. All right, never mind, it's nothing. It's just a way of understanding the code concept. We're not building anything right now. We just want to understand how it works so that by the time you start building a real life project, it's going to be awesome. All right, okay, so Jumbotron. All right, let me just type a div tag and Jumbotron. Okay, so by the time I do that, let me press Ctrl S and let's just check it out. What are we going to have by the time we do that? You can see we have a box that actually cover like a banner. So what I really want to explain here is that Jumbotron is more or less, I don't want to go by what is exactly inside the documentation. I just want to show you what exactly it looks like so that you have a picture in your mind of what this thing means. All right, without no further ado, let's dive into what Jumbotron is all about. I'm going to go to previous. Don't forget, we're making use of 4.0. all right, so I'm scrolling down right now and I'm going straight down to 4.0. okay, utilities component. I think we find Jumbotron under component. All right, what I want you to understand is that we cannot finish the entire documentation in a kit, in a course, but it's going to give us at least an overview of how to make use of all these stuff. By the time you start developing yourself a lot more, after you've developed so many projects, like 3 or 4 projects, you understand the whole idea. Okay, you can see I scrolling down right now, Jumbotron. You can see Jumbotron is a lightweight, flexible component for showcasing hero unit style content. It's more or less like a banner. That's the way I see it. You can see this is how it looks like. Okay, so as a matter of fact, you see Bootstrap also make use of Jumbotron in their in their in their well, in their website. Okay, all right, so let's go by the, but if you look at this is actually not giving us what we really wanted. It's at this center, and the reason why it's at the center is the fact that this is a container. So let's remove this container and let's check it out. How does it look like? Control S and let's reload it. You can see it has already covered the entire space, but there's one thing I want you to understand. Let's say for instance I want this Jumbotron to be black, so I can style it. I can give it a background color or what, 000. Just want to show you something real quick, or let me just give it AAA. Okay, let's press Ctrl S and then let's load it. Let's see how it's going to look like. Okay, it gives us something like a deep gray color, but the thing is this: if you press Ctrl Shift I, which is you wanting to see it how it's going to look like on a mobile view, you can see it from yourself that it has all this kind of border. It is not covering the entire thing. It's at a small space at the top, at the bottom, at the left, and at the right. You can see at the edge. Okay, this is not what we want. If we want to make sure that this thing is not actually showing like that, all we need to do is just to go back to our Jumbotron and at the same time copy this Jumbotron again inside the class. You'll be wondering what I want to use it for. I'm actually going to give a space and paste it there, -fluid. Okay, Jumbotron fluid. Okay, if you can do this, let's check it out. What is going to happen is going to, all those edges are not going to be displaying again. Wow, this is lovely. Now what we want to do now is that this is Jumbotron, nothing is inside this. You can start putting content there, probably like an H1 content, and Control H1, I'm not H1, Control space bar, code made easy by Fash the tech guy. Okay, all right, but if you look at it, it's still at the edge. The code made easy by Fash the tech guy is already at the edge, so we can actually make sure that this thing is already at the center. But for that, let's give it the program. Learn how to develop a web mobile application in due time. So I want to just All these are just a normal HTML tag. P paragraph. Okay, learn how to build cool stuff with coding. Let me just put something simple. All right, Control S. You can see it's already at the edge. What if I want to make sure that it is aligned at the center? All I have to just do is just to cut this and make sure that I wrap it inside the container. Don't forget, when we're actually explaining container, we say we have two types of container. We have the container and the container fleet. The container itself gives a space before and after. It's always want to be aligned, not close to the edge. So this is what we are going to leverage on right now. Container. If you are still wondering what container really does, you can typically go back to the previous tutorial and watch it again so that we have a clear picture of what I'm actually saying right now. All right, Control V. All right, by the time I do this, I want to check it back again, and let's check it out. You can see it says shifts to the middle. So this is the idea. So Jumbotron, this is what it does. You can insist that, okay, fine, you want to add probably some buttons. You can see buttons are here. You can decide to scroll down and probably add some buttons. Okay, I can insist in adding some buttons right now. I just copy the buttons, right? No time. Okay, so Control V. So by the time you save it, and let's check it out. Let's see how exactly it's gonna look like. You can see we already have a button. All right, this button is too small. I can make it large. I can make it I can work on it. We have a lot of documentations out there. You can do a lot of stuff in there. You can insist that, okay, you want to use a button that is not typically giving you the entire like giving you the entire color. You can work on it. We have small button, we have large button, we have a whole lot of stuff in there down into button. But all I want to show you is that how to actually bring out the beauty from using Jumbotron. All right, okay, so what else? I think this is where we're actually going to stop for now. In the next session, we're going to work on how to actually make this color to be a little bit okay, and already also make use of what is called some utilities and typography, for us to make this banner to look clean and elegant. All right, guys, this is where we're actually going to stop for now. In the next episode, we're going to dive into something very, very awesome. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.